Viele von euch werden sich fragen, wie komme ich eigentlich an CP? Actually, jetzt wo ich drüber nachdenke, ich hoffe, niemand von euch fragt sich das. Ich hoffe, wo ich genau bei dieser Anmoderation darüber nachgedacht habe, ich hoffe, niemand von euch fragt sich das. Und wenn ihr euch das fragt, sucht euch Hilfe. Na? Sucht euch Hilfe, gebt euch in Behandlung. Discord hat anscheinend ein riesiges Problem mit Age-Upping und Dingen, die dazugehören. Und das Ding hat ganz schön Traktion bekommen. Um einen Freund von mir zu zitieren, in was für eine Hölle bin ich da gestolpert? Und in diese Hölle werden wir jetzt auch reinstolpern. Warum denn nicht? Kommt auch gut an, das Thema, ne? Kommt gut an. Discord und so weiter und so fort. Wer weiß das schon.
CP problem, and it's getting significantly worse. In fact, things have escalated so quickly and gotten so bad that just being on a completely normal Discord server puts you at risk of being exposed to CSAM content. But to explain how we got here, I want to walk you through the timeline of events that led to this, where each stage of the timeline gets progressively worse and worse until we end up where we're at now, where you can just join a random Discord server and potentially be exposed to CSAM content. It's not even a matter of if you see it, it's when you see it. It is that fucking bad. But
was ist Age-Upping? Musst du die Comrades fragen. Wenn ich Age-Upping richtig verstanden habe, dann ist das, dass du pornografisches Material über eine eigentlich kindliche Figur gestaltest, dann aber sagst, die wurde geaged-uppt. Also die ist jetzt 18. Sieht immer noch aus wie ein Kind, aber man sagt sich halt, ist aber 18 jetzt.
first, let's start off with stage 0, how things were at the beginning. But there were Discord servers that would share CSAM content, but these were hidden in very dark web forms. You would have to be a predator to find these servers. And they would look a little something like this. Now, this is not exactly the server. To find those, you genuinely have to be a predator, but this is sort of what it was like. This is a Discord server called The Mega Trading. Basically, predators on Discord will have a collection of CSAM content, and they will host it on a website called Mega. This is like Google Drive, Dropbox, but Mega is encrypted. And since it's encrypted, predators take advantage of that. And you can see from this screenshot here, this person sent a whole bunch of links, and inside of those links, they contain folders, 69 gigabyte folders, 14 gigabyte folders, that just contain files and files of videos and pictures of CSAM content. But what predators will do...
Digga, ich dachte immer, dass das so eine Dark-Web-Geschichte ist. Checkt ihr, was ich meine? Ich dachte immer, dass das so der Grund ist, ins Dark Web zu gehen. Drogen oder CP.
Is they will find servers like this to trade their mega links. They are trying to expand their collection. These people are genuinely using Discord like LinkedIn for predators. Here's what...
Was für Content? CP. Also aus mehreren Gründen spreche ich nicht aus, was damit gemeint ist. Ne? Ist Pron von... Also ist in meiner Bewertung so ziemlich mitunter das Schlimmste, was du machen kannst auf diesem fucking Planeten. Na?
I learned about B2B sales by engaging with predators. I'm going to get sued for this joke. Now just keep in mind, these servers always existed, but they were hard to find. So for you as a normal internet user, there was no risk for you being exposed to this stuff. And that's how things were. But let's get into the first stage of this horrible descent into Discord's ever-growing CSAM problem. But there are websites where you can list your Discord server and advertise it, and people can go on these websites and look for Discord servers to join. And one that everyone knows about is called Discord. Now, Discord used to be horrible. In fact, I Am Lucid, a YouTuber, had a video called Discord Has a CP Problem, which featured Discord and a whole bunch of horrible listings. In fact, Discord was still a problem after that video a year after that even I covered it in my own video. Now, fortunately, Discord isn't as bad anymore. I did find this one Discord server, which was called Linkland. And considering the icon is of the Mega icon, you can put the pieces together. This was a Discord server that was sharing CSAM content. But good news.
Warte, 10 bis 17 ist wirklich eine Überraschung, dass die unter 18 hier sind, wenn man über CP spricht, ne? Also da muss ich auch wirklich sagen, Holzpain, da hat jemand sehr, sehr gut aufgepasst und die Dinge im Kopf kombiniert und da ist man dann auch zu Recht ein bisschen schockiert, wenn es um CP geht, ne?
It got removed off Discord. But Discord isn't the only website where you can search for Discord servers. In fact, there's a website called Discadia, but if you search for something as simple as 13-17, talking about an age range, you can see this is the first result on my screen, Gay Boys Club Gateway. And I quote, a gay hangout server for you and your friends to hang out in air quotes and have fun. No girls. 13 to 17, definitely not even spelt correctly. That's how you can tell they're teenagers 18 plus. This is already bad, but it gets worse. There's two problems with this sort of thing. First, if you are just a normal Discord user and you go on a Discord listing website like
Übrigens, ich will ganz kurz erwähnen, ne? Ich gehe davon aus, dass hier keine pädophilen Straftäter unterwegs sind. Wenn ihr pädophile Straftäter seid, wünsche ich euch, das ist auch wirklich das Einzige, also wirklich ich werde den Rechtsstaat hier normalerweise nie positiv erwähnen, aber ich wünsche euch, dass euch morgens um 6 Uhr die Tür eingetreten wird. Das wünsche ich euch wirklich, aus tiefstem Herzen. Und wenn ich selber in Regierungsverantwortung bin, dann kommt ihr ins Gulag ohne Chance, da irgendwie rauszukommen. Und zwar auch die unangenehmen Einrichtungen. Aber bitte, weil ich weiß, dass hier heftige Spinner unterwegs sind, recherchiert da bitte nicht selbst. Wirklich. Ich weiß, ihr seid heftige Spinner und Versager. Ich weiß das. Einige. In dem Fall tut mir den Gefallen, recherchiert da nicht selbst. Wenn ihr selbst recherchiert, wünsche ich auch euch, dass euch die Tür eingetreten wird. Ne? Morgens.
There is statistically a chance that you might find a Discord server that has CSAM content. But the second problem with this is the fact that these websites are indexed by Google. Now, since we're talking about literally CSAM content, I am going to change the example a little bit so I don't go to jail, but I'm going to search for e-girl Discord server. And you can see that the first search result is Discord. And if you keep scrolling down, there's top.gg, Discadia. These websites are indexed by Google, so all that means is that if a predator hears the name of a Discord server, like Mega Trading 9000 Gazillion, they could just type that into Google with Discord at the end of it and find the server. So at this point in the timeline, it's easier for predators to trade their CSAM collections because it's easier for them to just Google search for servers. But for you as a normal Discord user, if you're on one of these websites like Discadia, there is a chance that you can just be exposed to CSAM because the website has moderation. The first result that I found was illegal shit. Now, if you thought that was bad, fair warning, no, it gets significantly worse. In fact, these next two stages that I'm going to talk about on the timeline aren't due to predators. These problems are escalated because of teenagers themselves. Teenagers have made the problem worse. And that's where I get to stage 2, comm servers. Now, just to make it clear, this is like a top-level summary and is not exhaustive at all. But if you don't know what the Discord comm is, let me give you an Urban Dictionary definition of it because they do a better job than I can explain. Comm is short for community. Comm refers to communities that revolve around cybercrime and doxing. Comms are typically comprised of teenagers from the age ranges of 14 to 17 who would rather scam, sim swap, fraud, and engage in destructive behaviors instead of getting a real job. Sorry, I should probably be censoring that. That's a slur. Or skill. They are primarily made up of script kiddies and aggregate on games like Roblox, Minecraft, and VR chat because real-life socialization is scary. Basically, these guys are chronically online losers, and that's coming from me. I am already a loser, so these guys are really bad. But as I was researching the CSAM problem, there was an article by Childlight who talked about how the CSAM economy is growing, and I want to point out something they said about teenagers specifically. They said, worryingly, this culture of collection, referring to predators, is also appearing in the behavior of children with one another. In a joint project conducted in the United Kingdom, female youth described feeling pressured to send images, while male youth felt pressure to collect and distribute those images to achieve higher social value. So when you have these comm kiddos or Discord e-gangsters, they feel insecure about their social status, so they will distribute these images to achieve a higher social value. And that is deep-rooted in the Discord comm, because if you go on a Discord comm server, 50% of it are people talking about their toxic relationships and leaking CSAM content, and the other 50% are these dudes talking about how they're so rich, you, you're a poron, and they're gonna go, and I quote, band for band. But they have all this fraud money, and they'll usually spend it on like luxury watches and goods to, again, achieve higher social value. But with that fraud money, they will also pay e-girls for nude photos to, again, get higher social value. And since teenage youth felt pressure to collect and distribute the images, predators will pretend to be teenagers to collect those images.
Digga. Das ist auch einer der Gründe, warum ich diesen ganzen Anime-Profilbildern einfach nicht trauen kann, ne? Das ist wirklich so, Digga, wenn du ein Anime-Profilbild hast, so, ich denke nicht gut von dir.
is to again increase their collection. In fact, I even made a video about how one of these comm servers were owned by a predator. Like, this actually happens. I'm not talking out of my ass. But with these comm servers, it has also resulted in another problem: sellers. With those e-gangster servers, you had those e-guys giving e-money to their e-girls to be their e-girlfriend to send them e-nude photos. And what ended up happening is that teenage girls realized that this could be a job. In fact, here's a screenshot of someone's Discord profile. I have censored everything for obvious reasons, but you can see their pronouns are she and her, and in their about me, they say hi. 14, an invite link to a Discord server, and it says only DM if buyer or friend. What girls have realized is that instead of having their e-relationship with their comboy, instead they can just sell photos to anyone that...
Digga, das ist einfach OnlyFans für unter 18-Jährige. Das ist ja verrückt.
Pays for it. And I want to point out that you might think the problem is just girls, but I have been sent by a viewer this person here, and the name behind this was a dude's name, and they said, I'm 15 and mostly a bottom. I sell pictures. I'll basically do almost anything intercourse DLC wise, but I do have some exceptions, and I don't want to read this. And just when I thought I hated myself by reading this, he continues on by saying, please send me unsolicited pics and threats. Sometimes I genuinely hate myself and the internet and just what everything has become. You have people fighting to fix the problem, and then you have teenagers who will sell photos of themselves, making the problem worse, fueling the whole entire problem because they want easy money. And I have had some people that have sold pictures in the past reach out to me and explain how they deeply regretted it. Now, the problem is that these girls or boys that are selling photos, they go everywhere on Discord. They are like a lethal combo of a car salesman being slimy and a Jehovah's Witness going to every doorstep on planet Earth. I have seen on more than one occasion these e-girl sellers putting in an advertisement in a Discord channel, like straight up. It could be about like Skibbity Toilet or something. They'll drop, I'm selling photos of myself, check my bio. And that's how this problem is getting worse. Like, taking a step back, before, to see any sort of CSAM content, you had to look for it yourself. Now it's starting to be advertised to you. And for the Discord predators, this is like Amazon for them. They can just shop around and buy whatever the hell they want. But the predators have taken things a step further. Just like how you have those seller Discord accounts, predators have done the exact same thing.
Kannst du Skibbity erklären? Ich bin 40, Junge. Was glaubst du?
See that this account here says hit me up, and when you click on the Discord account, their account says trading no limit mega links, 24/7 mega link trade, DMs always open. Please don't do this, but my viewer for some reason decided to DM them. What exactly are you selling? And this person said that they're just trading megas for people. What's a mega? It's just files with videos and pics you can share with others. And if just for science I'd want to buy one, how much would that cost? $200 for 500 gigabytes worth of videos. Now you might be thinking, no text-to-speech. No. Hear me out. This person is just selling OnlyFans leaks because those are also on Mega. Wrong. Completely wrong, because my viewer says, like, younger than 18? Yep. It's all a mix, to be honest. This is an account that is selling CSAM content, and guess what? Their account hasn't been banned. It still exists on Discord. It is actually disgusting. So taking a step back, if the last stage was like Amazon for Discord predators where they can shop around and get what they want, this stage is like late stage capitalism, because now you're having advertisements being shoved down your throat by actual predators trying to promote and sell you CSAM content. So predators, they don't even need to look for this stuff anymore. It just shows up on their doorstep. But that also means for you as a normal human being, you are being exposed to this stuff just by being on Discord. Now, if you were hoping that was as bad as it gets, no. It gets so much worse. And this is genuinely...
Und ich dachte echt, das Schlimmste, was es auf Discord gibt, ist Sexting with Comrades, ne? Och, die Naivität.
What made me make this whole video in the first place, because predators are making and buying thousands of Discord accounts to spread and sell CSAM all across Discord. Chances are, if you've been on Discord long enough, you have seen an account like this. This account's username is teen lesbian CP stuff. You would think, you know, Discord, a fucking ginormous tech platform, couldn't have an AI that would look at this username and be like, you know what? Maybe this is illegal and we should ban this account. But no, it doesn't stop there, because these accounts also in their bio say DM me for all kinds. They talk about Zangy, which is a private chatting service. They have a group channel, Teens Link, that word again, Mega Links, Mom and Son Links, and they advertise their Zangy group chat or their Signal accounts. So these are just bots that are advertising their Signal, their Telegram, their Zangy, all these private chatting platforms where they sell and trade CSAM content. But what predators will do on these bots is they will go into those minor selling servers, and these bots will go in and advertise that they're also selling content because the bot fits right in. And the problem is that if this account gets banned, these predators have thousands of accounts that will replace it. You can like buy 1,000 Discord accounts for like $3 or something. I don't know. I have a screenshot of how much it costs that I just found. But predators will buy these accounts and turn them into CSAM spam accounts. And you'd think that'd be the end of everything. You know, video done. Discord is letting predators make bot accounts that promote CSAM content. This is already up and disgusting. But no, it gets worse. Here's a Discord server here which is talking about reselling. They're buying on the internet for cheap and they're reselling it for a higher price. But since the server has the word sell in it, if you go down to their VIP wins channel, you will see that there are bots called Mega Dropbox Link, where you can literally see on October 22nd, 2025, this is happening right now. They're trying to ping everyone, advertising the stuff that they have in their Mega Dropbox. And it's not just this account. If I go to the socials channel, you can see deleted user started a thread Mega Dropbox links. This server is infested with these bots. Now, their account is deleted. It is gone. They have been banned off Discord for selling CSAM content, yet their message on Discord still exists. Discord. They are still advertising CSAM content. You banning them has done absolutely nothing. Why do I, an incompetent moron on the internet, need to point out the most obvious shit that anyone can see? Why do I have to explain this to a massive company that this is not enough? And by the way, I'm not done my rant, because guess what? It gets even worse. Because these bots don't stop at invading any server that talks about selling. In fact, they have gone to NSFW Discord servers, and this is a giant problem on Discord. When you join one of these Discord servers, you have chats that look like this. You have an obvious scam account saying, any boy wanna chat. Then you have CP blank Teen Link seller, and this account is just spamming DM me for any kinds of hot stuff channels and more. And they're just spamming over and over again. And this is on an NSFW channel. Oh yeah, what does it say on my script? That's right. It gets worse again. Because these bots don't just invade selling servers. They don't just invade NSFW servers. No, they've gone even further. It has gotten worse. They will use their bot accounts to join just a gay pride Discord server. And you can see that, again, Discord is not doing their job here, because the username is Mega Teen Seller. This account is trying to sell CP. Oh wait, hold on, what's that? Oh yeah, the script again says it gets worse. Because not only do these accounts have very obvious names that they're selling CSAM content, no, you know what? Why stop there? Because now what's happening is that these accounts, like this person, are gay, are CP, are Mega Link Seller, their profile picture is of CSAM content. So what that means is that when they join that gay pride Discord server, if you click on their profile, you are now being exposed to CSAM content, because Discord can't moderate such an obvious name. And you might be thinking, you know what, there's R, gay, R, CPR, you know, maybe we're talking about CPR. There's this account here that literally says selling gay CP, and it has CSAM in the photo, and Discord's like, boom, we're letting that on our platform to scar a whole bunch of people. Then it gets banned like maybe a day later. Oh yeah, what does it say on my script? It gets even worse. What's happening now is that these predators are going on Discadia and joining any Discord server that's advertised on Discadia. And also, by the way, it happens on Discord. If you post your Discord server on one of those listing websites, there's a good chance that you will have one of these CSAM bots join it. We can see this Megalink account, and looking at the Megalink account, it is the same thing. And by the way, this viewer didn't just have that happen once, they had it happen again. And just to make things even worse, this Discord server is a fan community server for the Roblox game Build a Boat for Treasure. This is a Discord server for a Roblox game, a game meant for kids and teenagers, and it's being joined by a Discord bot that is promoting CSAM content. And remember, some of these bots actually have CSAM as their profile picture. So these bots are joining Roblox games and exposing kids to CSAM content. In fact, when I was making this video, I had over 50 different viewers telling me about this problem, and I have cut it down to be as short as humanly possible to get my message across. This is everywhere. It's not a matter of if you'll find one of these accounts, it's when you'll find one of these accounts. Because here's the problem. They will spam your chats advertising this stuff. They will also friend request people on your Discord server and spam their DMs advertising CSAM content. So before on Discord, you would never be exposed to CSAM content unless you were a predator trying to find it. But as we have gone through the stages of this problem, if you join any Discord server, you can be exposed to CSAM content because these bots are everywhere, infiltrating every corner of Discord. And again, a lot of them have CSAM as their profile picture. And that is how Discord's CSAM problem has gotten significantly worse. But what is Discord doing about this? And to explain how broken this system is, which I've already shown you plenty of already, I want to take a look at this article called Hiding in Plain Sight, Exposing Discord's.
Können wir dann auch mal damit verbindend über das Thema sprechen, dass es halt mittlerweile so ungefähr 300 Podcasts gibt, wo OnlyFans-Creator jeweils eine Stunde darüber sprechen, wie viel Geld sie verdienen und dass damit, ne, weil wir wissen ja alle, Geld ist eine Notwendigkeit, Geld verdienen, Geld haben, erstrebenswert für nahezu alle Menschen und dass jungen Menschen, auch sehr jungen Menschen, mittlerweile relativ eindeutig klar gemacht wird, dass eins der schnellsten und effizientesten Möglichkeiten, wie du Geld verdienen kannst, eben Bilder deines Körpers verkaufen ist. That's a big fucking problem. Es wundert mich jetzt relativ wenig, dass so OnlyFans-ähnliche Mechanismen auch stattfinden mit unter 18-Jährigen. Ne? Wenn die Plattform es aus offensichtlichen Gründen verbieten muss, ne, muss man ja sagen. Wenn es legal wäre, würden die das auch zulassen, ne? Als ob die da sowas wie Bedenken hätten. Die orientieren sich alle nur an dem Recht. Aber also wenn wir darüber sprechen, dass irgendetwas an diesem Video für mich aufschlussreich ist, dann, dass das auf wirklich easy zu erreichenden Servern und Plattformen passiert. Also einfach so komplett offen. So null versteckt.
Thriving exploitation networks. And I'll have this linked in the description. It is well worth your read. But the reason why I want to point this out is because this article is based on numbers, actual fucking data. It's not just me talking anecdotally about what my viewers and I have experienced. These are actual numbers through Discord's Digital Services Act disclosure. Because now what happens is that Discord needs to disclose why they ban people and which accounts they banned. And in this article, I want to point out on January 31st, 2024, before the US Senate, then CEO of Discord, Jason Citron, expressed his confidence in Discord's safety practices. In the very same appearance, he had given a written testimonial where he, in his words, stated, no matter how Discord identifies violative content, users who upload child material, CSAM, to Discord are permanently
Bob, ist alles Sonntagabend für uns. Wir haben das schon verstanden, was du schreiben wolltest, Bruder.
banned from the service. Except when you look through the DSA data, they found through their analysis that one Discord account got punished for protection of minors, illegal, like straight up says fucking illegal. You can see this happened on July 23rd, April 23rd, April 22nd. They have been punished multiple times. Actually, no, not multiple times. Sorry. They have been punished 248 times. 248 times they have been punished. And Discord is saying that they permanently ban people. In fact, in the analysis through a sample of 63 illicit servers conducted in August of 2025, so pretty fucking recent, they found out of the 15,000 unique users identified across the 63 servers, 5,695, approximately 38%, had at least one prior violation recorded.
Digga, ich sag dir ganz ehrlich, demnächst gibt's hier einfach Anime-Profilbild-Purge, ne? Demnächst wird der Discord-Server einfach komplett von allem befreit, was irgendwie in diese Richtung geht, Alter. Keinen Bock drauf, wirklich. Absolut keinen Bock drauf.
In the DSA logs. Now, the problem is that these violations could be like cyberbullying and then child safety. Except they did the data. They actually went through the data because out of these 5,695 repeat offenders, it was found that they were responsible for a total of 22,000 documented violations. And out of those 22,000 violations, 19,339 or approximately 86% were
Ist One Piece okay? Ja, Anime an sich ist ja nicht das Problem, ne? Ich glaube, dass man, ich meine, ihr habt ja die Server gesehen, auf denen das stattfindet. Das ist ja alles eine sehr spezielle Darstellung von Frauen in Animes, ne? Ist ja nicht so, als ob jetzt Anime per se ein Problem darstellen würde. So, wenn ihr One Piece oder so einen Scheiß guckt, ich glaube, da wird keiner was dagegen haben können. Es geht halt um die übersexualisierte Darstellung von meist sehr jung gelesenen Menschen, meist weiblich oder weiblich gelesen.
Explicitly categorized by Discord's own system under statement category protection of minors. And to really drive the point home, the most prolific offenders were accounts dedicated to distributing links to external CSAM platforms like Telegram, what I've shown you, and a significant number of these accounts have accumulated over 100 separate child safety violations. Yet they remained long enough to be scraped in this 2025 data set. How can Discord say we have zero tolerance policy for this when in their own data?
Real Talk abfuckt diese Hypersexualisierung. Ja, und mittlerweile, ich bin auch froh, dass ich mittlerweile an dem Punkt bin, dass ich mich da nicht mehr mundtot machen lasse von irgendwelchen Gestalten, die dann sagen, ja, aber ich identifiziere mich nun mal mit dieser Figur. Digga, wenn du dich mit solchen Figuren identifizierst, hast du ein schweres Problem. So, das ist das Problem, dass du dich mit sowas identifizierst. Das sind offensichtlich sexualisierte Kinder. Offensichtlich. Für jeden, der nicht mit einer beschissenen pinken Brille unterwegs ist.
That they have to give to the EU because they are legally forced to, it does not even prove that point. And to make things even better, by the way, this is f***ing crazy. But during this investigation, Discord DSA reports provided in-depth granular data where you could look at people's user IDs and figure out all this stuff. But after August 2025, they completely anonymized everything so that people cannot go through this data and realize how up Discord is. Now, further in the article, they talk about systemic flaws in content removal and persistence.
Und leider die meisten Animes auch One Piece. Guck mal, bei One Piece, ich mach mal einen Test. Ich habe immer so einen relativ guten Test. Und zwar mache ich zwei Sachen. Ich gebe zuerst den Namen des Animes ein, dann klicke ich auf Bilder und werde nicht mit hypersexualisierten Kindern vollgefeuert. Das ist schon mal in Ordnung. Und dann mache ich Probe auf Example, und zwar mache ich One Piece Fanart. Und auch da sieht alles in Ordnung aus. Also würde One Piece für mich den Test bestehen.
Translation, when Discord bans and removes stuff, it sucks fucking ass. In fact, I've shown you in this video where there was that deleted user that still had their message promoting their Zangy and their Telegram, which promoted CSAM content. And in this article's analysis of 100 illicit Discord servers, they found 462,000 messages. And out of those messages, just under 20,000 messages, approximately 4.3%, were identified as orphan, where the person sending the message, the user account is deleted either by them or by Discord for being banned. And out of those 20,000 messages, they found that 507 of those messages contained media attachments, images, videos, other files. And when they looked through and did a manual review of those 507 media messages, they found over 3.
Das ist halt hauptsächlich das Isekai-Genre. Du bist auf der Liste, mein Freund. Du bist wirklich legit einen weiteren Satz von einem Permaban entfernt.
300 messages depicting either CSAM or acts of zoophilia. So, like I showed you with that one message, even when the Discord account...
Saved euch mit Subs, wirklich. Saved euch mit Subs, das ist in Ordnung. Das wird angerechnet. Subs werden angerechnet.
Account gets banned, the message remains. And in this analysis, it wasn't just messages that were being left up. It was actual photos and videos of CSAM or zoophile content. Teenagers can still be exposed to this stuff. How is this okay? And before I go on like a 30-minute rant and make this video even longer than it is, the biggest takeaway that everyone needs to understand is that you as a normal Discord user can be exposed to these CSAM bots that have profile pictures of actual CSAM. And the thing is, when these Discord accounts get banned, all the predators have to do is just make another Discord account. And the people running these accounts, when they get banned, their messages might stay, which to them is a win. They're already advertising, and it encourages them to make another Discord account and continue making bots to spam everywhere across Discord. And as I've shown you, as time continues, this problem gets worse and worse. But for now, I'm gonna go eat ice cream for therapy. Bye.
Das ist komplett fucking verrückt.
Ist Maaßen ein Nazi?
Und bevor irgendwelche Leute anfangen wollen, das wieder zu verteidigen, interessiert mich am Ende des Tages fucking überhaupt nicht. So, in diesem Video, wo es über CP geht, wurde relativ eindeutig gezeigt, in welchen Szenen sich das hauptsächlich bewegt. Oder? Da können wir uns doch zumindest mal so von einer neutralen Beobachtungsposition Gedanken darüber machen, ob das vielleicht Gründe hat. Maybe. CP ist falscher Begriff, CSAM ist richtiger. Ja, juckt mich fucking, weißt du, wie sehr mich das interessiert? Fucking gar nicht. Ich glaube, jeder weiß, was gemeint ist, oder? Crazy.